What's up, people? We are back with more of Katawa Shoujo. After the exciting previous video where Rin sort of half intentionally kissed us. I don't know if it's like, it's gotta be the medication like taking control at that moment and sort of doing what deep down inside she probably would never do on her own, but she did it nonetheless, and it's probably kind of as awkward as it may have been, and you know, not like really romantic as it normally you would imagine it would be for a first kiss in, let's say, someone's relationship. This is probably as good as it gets for how both of these people are, how Hisao and Rin are. So yeah, I guess it's a good step in the right direction of getting together, I guess. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen now, because Rin actually mentioned, like, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be remembering this tomorrow, so let's see if she actually does remember. I had trouble getting to sleep that night, so the next morning finds me exceptionally groggy. I briefly consider skipping class, but remind myself that I was supposed to be a stronger person now. I get up like a good boy and put on my uniform, then make my way to the main school building without eating breakfast. Oh, bad. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, as they keep telling me. I usually eat breakfast all the time, actually, but yeah. I actually think it is the most important breakfast, but it's something they always keep telling you, and some people just don't believe it. I'm not sure if I believe it, but I usually like to just, I don't know, I don't like being at school on an empty stomach, because then I'll just be kind of distracted by my stomach growling the entire morning. I sit in my seat in classroom 3-3, waving a greeting to Misha and Shizune like I do every morning, and let the day wash over me. The afternoon classes are always longer than those in the morning. This is true regardless of whether I count it by the minute or by the number of doodles drawn in my notebooks. Today I'm especially distracted as I keep thinking about Rin. Did I manage to properly tell her that I want to get better? Did she understand a word of what I was trying to say? I think about the kiss we shared and what it means. She was so out of her mind. Maybe it means nothing, but we've been getting closer lately. What does that mean? I think about Rin more and more nowadays. I wonder if she thinks about me. The ringing of bells makes me flinch, and then realize that I haven't been paying attention during the latter half of class at all. I look at the assortment of sketches traveling up and down the margins of my notebook. The only thing I got done in the last hour. At least we're improving our art skills. Feeling vaguely disappointed in myself, I pack up and get to the hallway. Oh, she's standing right there. Rin is standing right outside the door, her presence stopping me in my tracks as soon as I spot her. Her posture is relaxed as always, but I suddenly feel like I just ate a crowbar. I'm having a hard time meeting her gaze. She doesn't seem to have any trouble looking at me. Oh, she doesn't remember. She doesn't remember. But those dark eyes are making me feel flustered for no reason. It's hard to look straight at her, so I turn my face away a little. I don't know what one should say in this kind of situation. Then again, I rarely know what to say to Rin in any given situation. Hi. Hello. I try to get rid of the awkwardness in my voice and invoke a more natural way of speaking. I suddenly worry about where I should put my hands. It feels like they're in the way somehow. How are you feeling? You were pretty out of it yesterday. I'm okay. What do you mean yesterday? You don't remember? She tilts her head to the side like a bird, looking somewhat confused. Why does she like half closed one eye? Oh my god, it looks like she's having a stroke. Poor Rin. Oops. Remember what? I have a pretty bad memory. About yesterday? What about yesterday? I came to see you, and I don't don't remember that kind of thing happening. Well, seems like that step forward that we took in our relationship, we just took 2 steps backwards again. She really doesn't remember? I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel disheartened all the same. I remember that I promised to show you one place though. Did that happen for real? Maybe I just think that I remember that, and I really don't. No, that was real too. Okay, do you want to go? Now? Yeah. Well, sure. Why not? Is it far? It's not. Oh, I wonder where it is. Together we walk downstairs, and then outside. The usual summer day, whirring cicadas and all, greets us. It's immensely hot, and without the air conditioning the classrooms offer, I start sweating immediately. We start along the tree-lined pathway that leads towards the dorms. The cherry trees offer shade, but the sunlight blinking through the holes in the canopy. The light creates a chaotic pattern of shadows, dappled with bright places where the beams hit the pavement. Rin's eyes are wandering in every direction but mine. I get the feeling that it's intentional. Maybe deep down she knows what has happened, she just doesn't want to acknowledge it. She leads me back to the gate once again, taking us through it and into the forest beyond. As before, the dropping temperature and the drastically reduced levels of light makes it feel like the forest is swallowing us into its cavernous belly. Is she taking us to the worry tree again? This seems like the exact same path. We head uphill along the same path as last time, snaking around trees and boulders, over roots and rocks, past wild undergrowth. Birds sing somewhere in the woods, soloists for the humming background music of the treetops. We go past a small clearing with a big maple tree that is now called the worry tree. The climb steepens, then becomes easier again. Oh wow, we actually go past the worry tree? I have to stop a few times to catch my breath, then hurry after Rin, who doesn't have to stop to wait for me. Soon, I'm out of breath again. Wow, look at this. I mean, people in the comments have mentioned that it's most likely, or it actually is, just pictures of just a real life forest, real life setting, and then they just sort of added this, I don't fucking know, Instagram filter on top of it or something that makes it look like it's been drawn or like painted with watercolor or something, but the effect on it really makes it look like it could be a painting at least, but it looks pretty awesome nonetheless. Suddenly the trees end, and we emerge from the forest. The boundary of the woods is sharp and abrupt, as though a line had been drawn to mark it. The hill continues to climb up a little further ahead, but from here to the top, it's a rocky meadow, patches of grass, and small bushes that look like they are growing straight from the rock. Oh, are those little yellow thingies the spots? Are they dandelions? We soon reach the highest point, with the forest behind us, and the view to every direction opening in front of our eyes. The city lies far below and away, lazily reveling in the quiet afternoon mood. You can see pretty far from here, and the vista is beautiful. I wonder how high up we are. I breathe the fresh air and feel my heart rate slowly going back down. I think I might have overdone it a bit. A higher pulse is dangerous for me. I'm feeling fine right now though. I can actually somewhat taste the fresh air of this entire beautiful surrounding, like, oh god. Actually, is my window open? That might be why. The wind picks up, ruffling my hair, and causing the trees below us to sway. It makes the grass undulate in waves as the breeze sweeps across the hilltop. Sunshine from the open sky is upon us, a few clouds passing by to shadow it. What was painful heat before is now gentle warmth. I take a good look around. The hilltop is pretty in the way nature often is, unplanned harmony found in the natural arrangement of things. The most striking feature is the abundance of small yellow flowers. They're literally everywhere in this small meadow. I can't help commenting on it. Wow, a lot of flowers. Yeah, do you know this kind? They will fly away. Yeah, dandelions. There are not many of them at the school because they cut the grass so often. Nobody cuts grass up here. The fragile looking flowers will soon turn fluffy white, or white and fluffy like cotton, and the wind will carry their seeds away. Oh my god, look at it. Yeah, okay, I can definitely see that it's sort of like a real picture. Like, this is so freaking detailed. It's ridiculous. It would be really hard to like make it look this realistic while drawing. Not to say that's impossible. I'm pretty sure very talented people out there could actually draw this to like the minuscule and minute detail, but dang. I crouched down to look at one of the tiny yellow flowers, silently basking in the sunlight. There's not a hint of white, yet it's still waiting for its time to be fulfilled. I brush my fingers against the delicate yellow petals, feel the soft texture in my fingertips. It feels nostalgic somehow. I hear Rin approaching me from behind and stand back up to face her. She has a weird look on her face. Something on your mind? I don't know. It's just... Oh my god, what the heck? You just look so sad all the time and become upset so easily, and it makes me confused. And I really don't remember much about yesterday except that you came to my room, and that's why it might be because of me. So if it's because of me, I think that I know why. Oh my god, I just kept like, I'm trying to focus on the upper part of the text, and then the text just keeps coming more and more and more, and I'm trying to think like, is this one freaking sentence? What the fuck, Rin? It's because people don't really like talking to me, and you might be the same, and that would be sad. I know that people, and I'm talking about the others, then Emmy too, always say that I'm strange and that I talk strange things, so I thought I'd try not to say strange things, but that just makes me think more, and new, and strange, and colorful. That was not a good word, but maybe you understand anyway, and odd things. So if I want to say something, I don't really know how, and then the words are not the same as the thoughts, because something goes wrong on the way out, but it's not like the thoughts are really the thing I should be saying. It's more like the idea of the thought, or the feeling of the idea, or the idea of the feeling, but it's not really any of those either, because there's no word for it, unless I invent a new one, which is not really useful. So I've been thinking if doing things is better than saying, so maybe because yesterday I took those pills, and I was feeling a little strange, I might have done something that I shouldn't. Besides, I don't even know if I would be any better, or if it would be any better, if I could just say the thought there. There is no telepathy that's real telepathy. Isn't there? I think it'd be terrible and useful at the same time. But right now, I wouldn't mind because misunderstanding is so easy, but understanding is not. And I thought, oh my god, that was one freaking sentence. That was one sentence. Holy crap. I feel like we just opened Pandora's box or something. So it started out with her saying that we're sad, and it ended with somehow telepathy being both good and bad at the same time. What the heck? I grasp her shoulder and squeeze hard to make her stop. I don't have the capacity to take all that in at once. Rin shuts up instantly. Take a breath. I'm not upset. Why would I be? I'm just a little confused, but it's alright. I wonder if I was making a face she doesn't like again. I guess I've been thinking about yesterday all the time. Maybe I looked weird. I wish I had a mirror with me all the time. No need to get it all said at once. I'll listen, even if you talk slower. It just came out. Sorry, I'm okay now. I just wanted to say something. I didn't mean that much. It's weird, isn't it? She looks at me with a surprisingly timid expression, one that I haven't seen before. I can't help but laugh a little. Yeah, it's weird. You are a pretty weird person, but there's nothing wrong with that. Thanks for being worried about me, but I'm going to get better. I told you that yesterday, but I guess you don't remember that either. I don't. I wonder what else I forgot. Hopefully nothing important like my own name. That'd be terrible. Well, you kissed me. I did? Yeah, you did. On the lips. I tried to sound as matter-of-fact as I can, but I worry that I might be blushing again. Did you kick me? No! Why would I do that? Then it's all good, right? It's okay, right? I didn't forget my name. Yeah, it's okay. I wish I was more suave so that I could come up with a better follow-up to that, but nothing comes to mind. It's a good thing that Rin has more to say. It makes me feel relieved somehow. Wow. She actually is okay with it, even despite when she came to know the fact that she kissed us again after having forgotten it because of the medicine, or just not remembered it. I think I should say sorry. I'm really bad with people. Some things are hard to understand. Like jellyfish. Do you understand jellyfish? I guess not. People are like jellyfish to me. I don't understand. Now it's her turn to make a face I don't really like seeing. I've never really had friends. Oh my god, what about me? What about Emmy? Emmy for sure is her friend, but you know, I would like... we want Hisao and Rin to get closer, right? So we're gonna say, what about me? Nah, I'm your friend for one. I mean, think about it. We already talk a lot to each other, and we've even gotten upset at each other, and then forgiven the other for it. That's what they call friendship. It's really nice of you to say that. I've always been able to tell everything to pencils and paints and paper. They are my best friends. Oh, move aside, paper. Hisao is coming to town. In the friendship town. It is harder with people. I have to use words. That is hard for me. Yeah, I know. You told me. About how you forget. Rin nods at me wordlessly, and I dare to attempt showing her a little encouraging smile. I hope I do it properly. She doesn't reply in any way. I feel really glad. The distance Rin puts between herself and everything else has made me feel really uneasy ever since I met her. If we become real friends, I'm sure I could understand her more. I'm sure that this way, we can close the gap of understanding between us. My thoughts don't transmit to Rin. She seems lost, deep in thought, wandering amidst the sea of yellow flowers, covering the grassy hilltop. It's just as well. Time passes, the breeze making the taller grass sway gently in time with the wind. Rin hums a little song to herself, so quietly that I can't tell what it is, if it's even anything at all. A stronger gust sweeps over the hilltop, and the sound of the trees in the wind buries the song away. I check my watch, more out of habit than anything else. It's 4:30 right now, on this Saturday afternoon. Rin looks into the distant horizon with that odd, blank stare of hers, as if she were looking at nothing at all. Her pupils are dark and quiet, like a pair of deep, still ponds. I think I'm going to quit the art club. I realized it when we had that argument last week. It was a good thing I tried, but it's just not my thing, you know? I had more fun getting to know you than actually doing the art stuff in there. But I want to stay as your friend. Would that be alright? Sure. It was getting pretty creepy anyway, with you staring at me all the time. Wow, thanks, Rin. Her comments makes me fluster immediately, but I manage to reply. Sorry about that. It's okay. I'm used to it. You're not the first person who likes to see me paint. Oh yeah, the teacher, Nomiya, I guess. Are you going to do some other thing? I don't know. Probably not. You are going to become better, right? Sure. Me too, you know. I'm going to talk to that friend of the teacher and ask her to put my stuff in her place and work hard to get all that done. Wow. Dang. That has got to be like a big step for her, considering how doubtful she was at first. But I guess we've somehow reached her a little bit. That, you know, this is just a good opportunity. Like, I feel whenever a good opportunity comes along, if the situation like calls for it and it's the right moment, if you feel that it's the right moment to do it, it's very fitting at that moment, then I feel like you should always try and grab that opportunity, even if it leads nowhere. I feel like an opportunity, I don't know, it's just so, you just shouldn't waste an opportunity, I feel. And it would just be sad for her to let this pass by without, you know, any, cause she is so good at art. Like, holy crap, she's really impressive. And I don't know, I just feel like she can go really far with this. So why not try and grab this chance and see how far she can get, right? I decided that just now, you know, but I think I knew it all along. I've had this feeling for a long time now, that I am going to change, even if I hate it, and I don't want it. Even if I wanted to, I'll change. Like, I am not enough the way I am. I think this be a good way to do it, because it's like a straight line. Like, I've learned all the things in my life so far just for this. It's just art, and it's the only thing I really know. I know what I'm going to do, so it's good. I'm not afraid at all. I feel like I always do. Is that weird? No, not at all. I close my eyes and give in to the irresistible sensation that has been growing inside me all week long. I float up towards the surface of my own life. The pressure of being underwater slowly diminishes. The weightless sensation becomes stronger. I break the surface of the water, lifting my head into the sunlight and inhale deeply, breathing in fresh air as if for the first time in a long, long while. And then we see creepy Rin smiling at us. My lungs fill with oxygen, and I open my eyes to see Rin's peaceful, determined face. Okay, I kinda just described it as something else. We walk down the slope carefully and slowly to avoid falling down. Rin in the lead, and me a few steps behind. Rin surely can do this. Even if she can't, she's going to pull through. I'm sure that I can keep my head above water too from now on. The sun sets behind our backs, setting the world ablaze in its orange glow. I keep watching the back of the red-headed girl descending the path a few steps ahead of me. If it's only this much, the distance between us is definitely within my reach. Well, that was just the end of the Act 2. Holy crap. I mean, the funny thing there was, right? Although both words sort of sound very like there's a huge gap between them two, it's actually closing somewhat, right? Because Act 2 was called Disconnect, which is sort of like there's no connection at all. And the second one, oh god damn it, what was Act 3 called? Distance. I think it was called Distance. Like that still means that there's like a huge gap between them, but it feels like they're getting closer together, whether it's like closer to each other or closer to the person that they want to become or whatever. But dang, like this entire Rin route so far has been so, I don't know, so peaceful, harmonious, and I don't know, I just always feel at ease when they're like walking through nature, and there's that entire moment where they've been like sort of opening up to each other in that beautiful scenery. It's just amazing. So yeah, in the next video we'll be starting Act 3 of the Rin route. So yeah, I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.